It has been a very good exercise after 90 minutes plus 4. Aguna SDA Fast Track Academy. And we decided say Wednesday we hosti Asante Kotoko ewo Aguna. Na after the game Kotoko show mo one. Omo ni mbobo Aguna SDA Fast Track Academy Football Club. I'm told to more Division 2. And the ball my bonya sem ketwa. To be real honest, it was very impressive from Omo end na. Regardless of Omo ball no ball, Kotoko so ball. Kotoko cheze penny di penny na. Me will line up a Kotoko de chance and upon said na make no. Two foreigners no mobile no. Al Hassan Koulibaly and David Dozo. Almost start game no. After the 90 minutes Kotoko show mo one. The new player and as a means fingers is the Kotoko player a trust no even though they never share Kotoko Jesse from the screen as you can see or not at that screen also no. Yes. Now you more doubts and not the because you cannot use first round to judge a man. As a man can master kick here. Jobless money so more experience was annual. First round the fan judge will be out. First round there will be out there no and Shadanya is anti and now obey training no nama for Cassette and your papa sa. So your poor bonana and Sue Jim, Sue Jim, or Ghana. Mamma have free South Africa, Sue Jim or Ghana. Now, boy, no approving of Jose with me abo. And I am personally doing this. Me nebida. Me de man who know and I made him dance here. A choir of our sushi go. I'm going to give you the build up and everything. Name Kotoko. Albert Amoa. This guy should be the direct replacement for Albert Amoa free Kotoko. Because of a net yemi who yellow. Yeah. I want hold that play here. I'm talking of Al Hassan. I will be to say Hassan Koulibaly. We hold that play papa. And Kotoko decided to feature Brunibeka's French players. Brunibeka's French players are players who are on the periphery. And the game it was a try game. Indeed, we had Johnson upon Ebebobi. And the good news is that for the very first time in about 1 year, we saw Emmanuel Kote being in action. Yes, Ninano, I want some more Asia. And 3 key things we learned from this particular game. I'm coming to brief you everything. And Sanano, Obebo, so then you join. And reaction on who say a so bazia you break. You free over now. Oliver, Okufodia, Tujani Gumpa. It's over join 0247 10 7260. 0247 10 7260. Join in the man who says so bad. This is so bad. Oh, join near call. Who's a man for joining? Yes. Afi young call. The lineup of Asante Kotoko versus Aguna XDA Fast Track Academy. Kotoko decided to use the French players more. And then in the goal post, we saw Benjamin Chum for the very first time in about months. I use Benjamin Chum and a go Amakotoko. Benjamin Chum and a dab go. And we had Kote Emmanuel Bobby and Musa Hamzata and so Ebobi. Philip Amo Ebobi and Francis Aqua. The guy who came from Bechim United, I make us say Obaye on Shedan Tasty. More playing terms and then also feature a game. Francis Aqua a boy and Baba Yaya started, but later on the second half. You be changing ma Baba Yaya so free. So Baba Yaya a boy and a Johnson upon a boy. Johnson Oseusu so boy. and we have the forward as Alhassan Koulibaly no the Oshe goal no ono na da screen so no ono nso started and David Dozu no nso started David Dozu no nso started and Techi also started Kotoko meka Techi amunim say from the youth team. Yes, Techi also started game no. So this was the squad as Ante Kotoko at the shots here. Yeah. So your bridge after 20th minutes and player make no one semi which is Koulibaly no. It was just after the center line on the right side of Kotoko attacking zone or Kotoko attacking on the right side to meet Maka say 7 hono and Petre bo be free fin or by and a beton any inti na or the corner him say Jori corner him say no and or then a 9 nifano a prebeto nensa ne 9 bankum no so into Uyiba say and I beton the left leg also. No, then the left leg the Kati in say. So it's born as East winger. So, so this is how the goal came about. Just ultra center line can be on the right side. Unyayana or Chibeto on the 9 Bunkum no so na pa na atanane kasa. That was the only goal that came in the game. I saw Asante Kotoko being the victors after 90 minutes plus 4 minutes. Agona na search kwejo. I'm told say school now mokobo ball hono. Hona search kwejo ewie school and before the game no kwana search kwejo ne school guys no bo Germany ade wo ho. And I'm told say Philip Amonsu ni krum ne agona ho. And so it was certain sort of homecoming BB for them. So in the course of the game, this is what really transpired. After the Kotoko goal, Kotoko kept with their dominance. To be honest, Kotoko dominated the game, just like Kotoko junior side airborne. Kotoko dominated, but then after the goal came, Kotoko weren't creating chances. So the first half ended, and Coach Karim Zito decided to change the whole face of the team. And I feel Ode players like Listo or Henemo or introduce Waled name of Sinimo or introduce players that Omepra or more recover, which is Saka Daudamo. They all came in the second half to play. Elvis Cheba for Awuche also was on. So lest I forget. And one thing happened in the first half it got me very scared, and after this particular video me kwakoye further checks na mabe update, because and yet that particular moment no and a player no if free mo make Emmanuel Kote. Once Emmanuel Kote had returned from injury a sidelining for about 1 year. Now after 1 year no, this game marked his return. Na only player be echo clash and a auto form me say because player we proud free injury abado na was akunya clash and auto form no da hope for almost 30 seconds. So I was kind of what's being happen, but eventually sorry no one content and the mame hope no one content directly, but later on in the game and a coach he need frame for protection. So I'm assuming say he need frame on the grounds say to protect him say of injury na ba na mum no ye nyina frame say maybe the injury no akọ aggravate and say bibisa. So on Emmanuel Kote this is the 4 information I have, and I am believing say it is nothing serious, because Abra Otito na oda over 30 minutes no sorry na oto games no so kakra, and sana later on change eba for the substitution. So that's it on Emmanuel Kote. These particular players were outstanding in the game. Sa Kotoko ene Samba Unewia. Kotoko has never had a problem with center backs from the days of Joseph Henrich, Pastimo, those era. I know Kotoko had never had problem. To the last one, Ganiyu Mo, Awa Muhammad Mo, Kotoko center backs there. Kotoko nhyɛ problem wɔ hɔ. And based on the board na yɛ hwɛ no, Musa Hamzata, the kind of confidence and the original 5-4 no, it gives me hope say eventually Samba kwa Kotoko could bang the hopes on Musa Hamzata commanding a chiro or born a board to say I say names are not on craning a bonintia name and everything about him was super. Yes, when the confidence level, the composure, the timing, reading of the game, everything was on point. Mamekai Manchester City will defend the B. Sisi Unihobium. Manchester City, those days are now Manchester City best sorry now Mojiji League to our Sonia de Aduno. They had an English defender, no friend John Stones. Everything about Hamzata no is similar to John Stones and our height, no. On pretty giddy or bono boko, but the timing, the anticipation, and everything is super. And he was an outstanding player. And Kotoko player from the youth side, and the game no I discover no even though they were but and friendly try a course. Kotoko ma omani enko player a friend no Techi Adesen no. Yes. Or a winger. Utimi botu hono, utimi sako 7 hono. He's got super potential. And then obo no pa on my style pa wo hebo na because on Premier League no crown on him for nebo. However, on Kotoko youth side, and then he got a very good feature. Santo to company for and monitor the progress because he's a good player. The seriousness level, no attitude, no. May say no, may share talent beyond as a talent in but the player in question, you ask yourself, say, what's the attitude of the player? Obi anim china sem de ebi wo could do level bi na fe suban bi abem na emom no as now aye hu ni de the serious level no high and the talent is also there. And finally we are going to big up the player Obeye trials no and we Kotoko JC, but it is not official game. We call this particular game a trial game, and we had Hassan Koulibaly scoring for Asante Kotoko. Yes, and go no, and yet tap in. Say tap in, go. I better the name empty net. Now the night panya. No, it was a goal. I'll be to said. It came out of player no individual brilliance because it was just far from the goal post. And he tried and got the goal. It wasn't a chance. The man me vouch for Hassan. They say a coin be also after the first round. Yeah, you be a transfer window without slight shake of doubt. I believe say I was say crop here for a penny for. It is early days yet, but so obini my dear yeah. Once we heard the glimpses, but you can see say no, I we good. On your bad. For now, they meet Maka Hassan Koulibaly no Jose on your bad. The other guy, minim the so only be here time with the but for the Hassan guy, member tune futrum go be any. Minim the baby, the moment based on what I saw with a try game and a course no. I can vouch for him. I can hold that play near as a striker. the world CJ ball no on the right opia beto on the left quickly or yeah fast no ntimi say obeboa if wantimi ambe wantimi anye abet amo aduma na amro so probe ne pepepa amaye. He's the kind of striker I think say e be here and animanimu ya asem because ya ton ba akoko nti we na a direct and yes I feel ye be kick bibia ne. And let's draw your attention. Is a player we now I discover and I who say, you know, and yet 2 years as him. And yet 2 years as him. If we are convinced that this particular player is a good player and he can be very helpful in the line of the club, it is not 2 years. Player no was in your ma by your trust, let us will hear team no. So minimum 4 years. 4 years. It should be a befama na say the old so there or the anymore at least the over 10 goals a season the other amount. I can see the Mbella and the Mukwala kind of play in the ball. Play bizarre and command 2 years and command 1 year. Minimum 4. Because and no a chinebi or sign still now he'll be under the contract with more years and see if the worst thing will happen say obekwa then the club will have to buy him out of contract. Untimi nyesa me boko kwa asa 4 years ama metama so sa club ne pena obeba be pieska na odi afana. This is simple football management and I hope our leaders